Okay, it looks like I'm live here. Let me add it to the page and see how it looks. All right, I think if you refresh your page, it should be live. I am going here. I restarted it, so you may need to refresh your page. Is anybody able to hear me? All right. How's it going? Is anybody in the chat with me? No one is in the chat. Okay, that was not good. All right, I think I see one person here. Are you able to hear me? You can hear me now? Yeah, can you guys all refresh your page? No? Hold on one second. What is it?
You're in YouTube. You're not on the page.
If you refresh your browser.
No, this page has the old video, the one that you stopped.
And so when you refresh, it doesn't work?
No, when I refresh and I play, it please. Oh, now it does.
Okay. So can you comment to refresh? Please. All right, sorry about that. Oh, okay, look at that. Alexander says sound works, so I think we're going here. All right, and then everybody on the kick. So you can be watching this on YouTube, or you can watch it on the kickoff party page that I linked to. Okay, Denise says that you can hear me. All right, finally, good. I was starting to get a little nervous there. Um, okay, we got 11 people on the call. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just jump into the little outline that I had prepared, and you can go ahead and ask questions. You can ask them on the kickoff page, or you can ask them in the YouTube live, and I'll do my best to answer them all. I think we'll go for give or take 20 minutes, but of course I can stay around as needed. So first of all, my name is Jared DeCamp, and I am the organizer of this Learn OneNote conference. It's been a privilege putting this on, the event on. I do this with my wife behind the scenes. She writes a lot of the emails and helps me with a lot of the marketing and all that kind of stuff. So it's a fun thing. It's the third time that we've been doing this. We've also done a Teams conference and an efficient teacher conference in the past. So if you're a teacher, go to efficientteacherconference.com. That's a good resource for additional education topics. You can find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at Jared_DCamp. And then I blog at classandoffice.com. I also run a online membership group for OneNote fans called Learn OneNote Hub. And I think that's the gist about me. So I think everybody is hearing and able to comment as best as possible. So I'll continue right in. I'm super excited to have 14, 15, 20 people here. So thank you everyone for being with me live here. All right, so at the top of this kickoff party page, I don't know if you saw, but Laura Butler, she's a senior vice president with Microsoft, and she is amazing leader of the OneNote team, and I think Sticky Notes and a few others. So she does an incredible job with the product and with supporting the community, and she was kind enough to take a little bit of time out of her day and share a welcome video with you all. So be sure to check that out just above this video on this page. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple links in the YouTube page. So I'll do that now just to make sure that everybody is clear. That's the kickoff party link that I just dropped. And then Laura Butler will have she'll have her own page a little bit later. It's not published right now, but I dropped the URL in the comments of the YouTube video. And then also big thanks to a few other people at Microsoft that have been super, super helpful behind the scenes. Mike Tolson, Ben Hodes, Ayuba Ayudo, and Kathleen Vilches. Sorry about the butchering of the names there. Those are all people that are within the Microsoft OneNote team, and they have been super helpful. Though I do want to be clear that me personally, I'm not a Microsoft employee, and I'm not like officially endorsed by Microsoft. They've just been supportive in the respect that this is a community gathering of OneNote fans, and you all have been incredible. The speakers at the conferences have been incredible. And so they've helped with amplifying it and getting more OneNote fans to participate. So thank you very much to them. And of course, big thank you to our sponsor for this year's event. It's O365 School that's put on by Kurt Soser. And it's a really cool initiative that Kurt's doing. He actually has so if you go to o365school.com, you can log in. It's geared mostly towards educators, but I know all of you who like OneNote could also benefit. And there's opportunities to get in there and use Teams and use OneNote and use all these Microsoft tools in an actual learning environment where you're like using the tools to learn more about all the tools. So it's a really cool opportunity. So check that out. And I know Kurt has a lot going on there. And probably in 2019, I plan on releasing a course via his platform as well. So stay tuned for more on that. And then I want to also thank you to everybody at the past conferences. We've had sponsors and stuff. So let me see. I just want to make sure to mention a few people. There's too many people to mention, but TeacherCast, OneNote C, I2E, Storyalls, and Flipgrid. They've all been sponsors in past years for my past events. So I wanted to make sure to mention them and thank them. Okay, so I think that everything is moving along here, and I see the 20 people, so it's great. So what I want to do now is transition into what's going to be happening this week and make sure to call out a few important things, some key successes, like opportunities for success, and then yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Okay, so I put this in text a few times, but I want to make sure that is really clear. So today is 9:10 a.m. in Los Angeles time on November 11th, 2018. And so the conference will start about the same time, so 9 a.m. tomorrow. That'll be officially when the first video is released. And so we'll have videos released on the hour, and there's anywhere from like 5 to 7 videos that are shared each day, Monday through Friday. And that will be all those videos will be free to view, and they'll have recording. I know that a lot of you are in different time zones, and so maybe like the exact time that it's released doesn't work for you. Well, the recordings will be available, and all those recordings will be available entirely for free until Monday, November 19th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so Los Angeles time. And then, so that is that. So each day of the conference, what we'll do is you got an email about 2 hours ago. We'll send emails like that each day, and that will have links to the sessions that will go live. And I'm also going to make sure to point out this special page on the conference site. If you go to learnonconference.com/sessions, that's going to have it's going to have an agenda of the entire conference, and on there like there's orange buttons, and they will link you to the session pages as they go live. So like if you remember, one thing from this kickoff party is save that page and refer back to it over and over throughout the week. And then when there's a session has been released that you've been waiting for, go ahead and click the link, and that should take you right there. Or of course, I'll send you those daily emails. Let's see. So I got that. And then so that brings me to the point. Uh, so everything is free until Monday the 19th, but then I do have the all access pass, and so like with that you get lifetime access or long term access, and I actually have a 10% coupon that I shared with you in the email that went out today. And I'll share this again to you all. So if you're on the checkout page, you can enter this coupon. It's LONC18 early bird. And if you enter that coupon, then you will get 10% off of the all access pass. So doing what I can to help everyone get access. The reason why I have the free version because then I want to get as many people as possible to have the opportunity to participate. I know some people are in different financial standpoints, people are different seasons of life. And so this gets as many people as possible to benefit. And then the paid pass helps to provide with revenue for putting on this event. And also it kind of gives a few more bonuses. So the additional bonuses for the all access passes are I'm going to do a behind the scenes video of how I put this conference on. So I use OneNote, I use Teams, I use Forms very, very heavily in my planning and organization of the conference. So if you want to get a behind the scenes look, I'll show you my computer screen. I'll show you my exact OneNote notebook that I'm using. I'll show you how great I make some of the sessions or some of the areas and how poorly I make some of the others. And so it's a really good opportunity to see like how to put on an event like this. So that'll be a bonus session and that will happen after the conference. You'll get details after you purchase. And then I also am going to be doing a 5-day course. And what that will be is it'll be entirely focused on helping you clean up your OneNote notebooks. So I don't know if you're like me, but I have been using OneNote for a while, and I just got bloated with a lot of OneNote notebooks. And so, like, I had them all over the place. I had them on my personal OneDrive, my business OneDrive, and it was just really tough to work with. And so, what I did over like about a month ago is I started cleaning up all those notebooks. And so I'm going to take you through the process of what I did each day, kind of like have a few things to do each day. And hopefully by the end of it, you'll have a cleaned up OneNote notebook with notebooks closed, notebooks open, whatever you need. And I'm not going to like some people use the GTD formula, some people use bullet journals. So I'm not really going to dive into what format you should use with opening notebooks, but I am going to help you get cleaned up so that you can use whatever system you would like to use. Sorry, it's so it for those of you who don't know, I'm located in Thousand Oaks, California, and we have had some intense fires. So my wife and I were actually evacuated 2 days ago. So we're at my parents' house, and we brought my cat with us, and he's been having an adjustment period, and so he just crawled in. I'm in my parents' office, and yeah, all that stuff. So this is live. Let's see. I wanted to share. Let me see. I'm on YouTube. You know, I do take note chats every month where I do a YouTube live, and my fearless partner Michelle Christensen, she handles all of the YouTube live and everything, so she does a lot. Um, okay, let's see. Some people are still having a little bit trouble hearing, but it's hopefully hopefully most of you are able to hear. I was just checking the kickoff page, so I want to be. So yeah, Michelle usually takes care of me with all this fancy tech stuff. So let's see. All right, great. So what I'm going to do now is I want to tell you. So I went into the paid stuff, and I want everybody to be comfortable taking advantage of whatever option is available to them, what works for them. So with the free pass, there's also a lot of bonuses. So like this is one of the bonuses. There's this kickoff party where we can kind of interact a little bit. There's been a little bit of technical difficulties, but I think we're on it now. There's also going to be another bonus on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be a going to be a take note chat, like I just mentioned, with Michelle, and she's also the owner of the OneNote Bullet Journal Facebook group. And so at on let's see. Okay, thanks Denise for the update. Yeah, so I just pasted a link to YouTube, and that is going to be where we're going to do a take note chat on Friday at 5 p.m. after the conference, and that's going to be a chance to recap everything that's going on with the conference. Like by that time, all the sessions will be released. And so maybe, this kickoff party, yeah, sure, you can ask a few questions, but it's just me and we're just kind of working out some of the kinks because we're getting started. But by then, all the sessions will be available. You'll have all the information sent to you, and it's a really good chance for you to hear Michelle and I kind of go back and forth on our highlights of the event, and also you can come on and share and interact and ask your questions and share what you enjoyed or what you took from the conference. The other thing, there's two more free things that I want to make sure that you take advantage of. So Monday night, the 19th, Monday at 9 a.m. If you follow the hashtag LONC18 on Twitter, we're gonna have a little tweet meet or so, and that tweet meet is going to, I just put in the hashtag LONC18. That tweet meet, we're just going to ask a few questions on Twitter. And so you can respond and engage, interact with other people. And that's a good chance to start to network and get to know other people. Let's see, Darren Button, will this session above be recorded as 1 a.m. in the UK? Yes, so that will be. I believe you're referring to the Friday at 5 p.m. on with Michelle and I. Yes, unfortunately, it's so difficult. There's people, great OneNote fans from the East Coast, the West Coast of the United States, all over Canada, Australia, of course, Europe, Asia. I think, and I know we have some in Africa. I think we have every continent covered except for Antarctica. So appreciate everyone. Yeah, okay, Darren. So live that will be at 1 a.m. your time is what it sounds like. However, the recording will also be available right there. So hopefully, I mean, it's a Friday night. Maybe you can put your feet up and maybe join us. But I can understand if you're in bed too. So trying to do as much as we can for everybody all over the world. Let's see here. Oh, last thing. So I wanted to show you this, but I wanted to have it done by now, but I'm going to send this out to you. And this is the thing that I'm really, really excited about. So if you haven't been quite paying attention or trying to make it through audio, this is the time to key in. So I have been previewing all of the OneNote videos, and there's still 5 videos that I still have to preview that are coming in, and that's just the truth and behind the scenes. So I won't throw anybody under the bus, but still working with some of the speakers to help them and get everything wrapped up here. But I have taken notes for all of the sessions. All of the speakers have shared their links to their social media handles, and they've shared the top 3 takeaways. I've also gone through and like identified if you like this video, you also like this video, and I've created this area and page for notes. So this is all in a OneNote notebook, and I'm going to be sending that out to everybody. I think tomorrow is when it will go out when the conference starts. And so you can download that OneNote notebook. If I can get it in a PDF form, I'll also do that. And you can utilize that page. So you'll have the session title, the session description. You'll have the author or the speaker bio, speaker links, everything on one page, and then you'll have a section on that page where you can start taking notes. And I'm personally really excited about this because I think it'll be helpful for all of you to be able to interact and engage with the content. And of course, if you're a part of this conference, like I think that this conference is amazing. It's a deep dive. Of course, I'm partial, but it's a deep dive, 1 week, very intense, and a lot of information is being thrown at you. And so I think you can accelerate your learning very, very quickly. But really, like past this, the speakers are incredible resources for ongoing OneNote learning. And my guess is that a few of these speakers you're going to resonate with because maybe you're a teacher who teaches math and like maybe you want to connect in that way, or maybe you're a small business owner so you connect in that way, or maybe you're a Microsoft certified specialist in some way. So you connect with one of those type of speakers. And so uh, I would encourage all of you to connect with the speakers and continue your learning past this conference. Hopefully, it'll kind of be the boost and the prop up that you need, and you'll be on your way. Okay, thanks, Denise. You're so supportive. I appreciate it. I mean, the speakers have been amazing. Obviously, I cannot do it without all of the speakers to put this conference on. All right, let's take a look at my notes here. So we got through some of the important things I'm excited about. Also in that OneNote notebook. So every day of the conference, Monday through Friday, there's about 3 to 4 sessions that are business or productivity type focus. And so those sessions are released first. So like 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m. in the morning, those might be all business productivity. And then the sessions later in the day, those will be education topics. So like maybe 12 noon 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. Maybe those are all education topic. So just to give you an idea of how I've kind of broken that up, the first sessions of the day might be 3 to 5 of them are business productivity, and the last sessions of the day there might be 3 to 5 of them are education topics. And in this OneNote notebook, I have 2 sections. So one section will have just like the schedule exactly how it is on the homepage. And then also I'll have a duplicate schedule that will kind of break down by topic. So you'll be able to see what all the education sessions are and what all the productivity sessions are. So hopefully that'll help everybody find what they need. Okay, I think I'm going to jump into the keys for success. I have a couple tips that I think will be good here. Okay, I think great. Okay, so keys for success. Number one, or I'm not going to number them. There's a bunch of them. So I think I want to encourage. I know the timing is difficult for some people depending on where you're at in the world, but I want to encourage you to watch each session as quickly as possible from the time that it's released, because you can see. I'm actually pretty excited this year. I have a a comment feature on each of the session pages. So like before, below this kickoff video, I know that there's a little bit of trouble with the video to get it started, and we're doing like YouTube here, but each of the videos will only be embedded on the session page, and below those videos there'll be comments, and so we can keep this comment chain and it'll actually continue all throughout the conference. So if you watch the videos as quickly as possible, then you can engage and connect with other people and comment and ask questions, and the speakers will pop in and out on those chains as well, and I'll be there pretty heavily. And so watch them as quickly as possible and participate. And then I have these videos are hosted on Vimeo, and so there's a little setting. Some of you may be familiar with it already, but you can watch the videos at faster than the actual speed. So I recommend that you watch them at like 1.25 times speed. That speeds it up just a little bit, but it's not going to distort any quality. And then when you like audio quality, and then when you go back, like maybe there's a something that was really cool that you want to watch again, you can pause it, jump back 30 seconds or a minute, and watch it again in real time and kind of review it that way. So if you watch it in like 1.25, I think that's going to help you get through more content, take notes, and see more of the material. So I recommend that. I gave you the sessions pages.com/sessions. I think that's a really, really good thing. I know some people, look, you're here with me on, I'm dropping that link one more time for people who have joined a little later. You're here with me on the kickoff. I appreciate you being here. It's hard with the conference because I want to make sure everybody has all the material that they need. But I know that not everybody likes receiving a lot of emails. And so, but then I still will hear from people that didn't get a link that they needed it. So, anyways, I find the happy medium by giving one email each day with all the links. And then I also have that sessions page so that you can just refer back to that if you don't want to wait for my emails. Robert, thanks so much, Robert. Robert, the Windows 10 app keeps getting updates each week. Yeah, hey, Robert, I'm glad that you mentioned that because I just got final confirmation from Microsoft. They gave me Ben Hode's He is the, let's see, what is he? He's a OneNote product manager, and he is going to release he's sharing a session. It's a 30-minute video presentation, and that's on day one. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. And you absolutely want to watch it because he's talking all about the modern OneNote. That's like OneNote for Windows 10, the OneNote app. And he's going to get into like all of the features that have just been updated, and he'll also share really some like the future and the direction of what the OneNote team is looking at. And so I'm really, really excited to see that. If you saw his session at Microsoft Ignite, I am thinking that this is going to be something along the lines of like an updated type of presentation like that. So I'm very grateful and thankful to see that. And then Mike Tolson is doing a similar thing. In he has a session. I forget when it is in the schedule, but actually it's on the first day as well. And so that's tomorrow, and he's going to talk about the education progress and things. And like I know that a lot of the education sessions in this conference, they are still using OneNote 2016, and he's going to share give you a little spoiler alert that I believe they're working hard on an updated user experience for um, the OneNote app. So I believe just watch the session and just hear all the things that he has, and he has probably 50 different reference links to help you out. So like even if you're not an education person, he's going to have a ton of links that he shares, and he also shares the slide deck to his presentation, so you have all the live links. So make sure to watch that one. Okay, other keys to success: comment on the sessions, use the hashtag LONC18 on Twitter. Mostly that's where I'll be active too. Uh, Definitely follow the speakers on social media. Like I was saying earlier, this is 1 week, and there's a lot of opportunities to continue your learning of OneNote. And then it's a little bit of plug for me. I mean, upgrade to an all access pass if you can't get everything in this week. Um, it means a lot to me, and I appreciate the support. However, you choose to support the event and the conference. I know that it's not for everybody, but I'm partial, and I think this is the best week of OneNote material in the world, really. And so I'm happy to do it online so that we can get that global presence. All right, I think that's all that I had. Are there I'm gonna go through questions one more time and just kind of close up. So if anybody has any questions and you've been listening and you're in the YouTube chat, go ahead and leave those questions there. If you're commenting on the kickoff party page, I am refreshing that page. It looks like people had a little trouble getting it on the kickoff page, but then I think once you refresh, you're able to get it. Okay, so ask your question and then let's wrap it up. So, Robert, are the presenters responding to questions live during or after each video? And Denise, you answered it perfect. Yeah, they're going to do their best because just like all of you are located all over the world, um, the speakers are all over the world. So, some of them, if they're in India, it might be a tough time for them where it's a time that works out good for you. Same thing with Australia or Canada or whatever. So, I've set up the conference to be favorable to me because I don't want to be working through the night. So it's a 9 a.m. day start time to about 3 or 4 p.m. end time for me in my time zone. And so I will be commenting very, very heavily in there. And certainly you can always email me. Let me just do Jared at classandoffice.com. Here's my email address. If you comment with something that is important, or if you feel like it's important and you want an answer to it, please just email me. And if you want to ask a specific speaker, um, tell me who you want me to ask, and I'll get you connected with that. I want to be able to facilitate those relationships and question asking, and then certainly go ask them directly themselves. Um, Tom, hey Tom, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, the terrible fires. Yeah, it's been an experience for sure. And then yeah, but it's good. You know, it's a good reminder for how serious we should take all this stuff. You know, a lot of people, I think that OneNote is great in that it's an amazing tool and technology tool, and definitely a passion of mine. But there's certainly more. You know, family and friends are certainly important. Your faith is important, and many, many other things. Certainly, like, a lot of times Tom is really good at this with the pedagogy and like the approach on the education side of things. Really educating and supporting and teaching the next generation is much more important than learning a particular piece of software. However, I strongly believe that the software helps in supporting that. So, anyways, I won't continue on that. All right, we're about 30 minutes. So please, uh, this is a busy time for the conference, and I love doing it. And it's like exhilarating and a lot of adrenaline going on. So if you need anything at all, please contact me directly. I gave you the email address. Respond to any of the emails, and I will be going through those. And I look forward to all of your comments, interaction, support, and tomorrow I will be sending you that email, and that will have, if all things go as expected, that will have the OneNote notebook that you can download, and it'll have a bunch of information and material. Please be on the lookout for all of my emails each day during the conference week. And I appreciate you and thank you all for being here. I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks, guys.